focused way to create larger volume. At the end of the day, who wants to do that? I do. Well, that's what you can. Sure. So in traditional sales, we use that format to find it's 1 in 10. So you've got to go through 100 prospects to find 10 people that are actually really interested. Of those 10 people, you're going to have 3 people that are willing to take some kind of serious action. And as long-term retention, one of those is going to stick. So we're taking massive action in quantity of numbers and now taking massive action through using the revenue framework to have massive results with going through fewer numbers of people. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Any questions before we move into better results? Nope? Okay. So how we're going to do that is to identify target markets so that we know who we're talking to. Because different people are going to need different things in order to respond. So if your audience is a physician, that market is going to be looking for something different perhaps than a stay-at-home mom. And so what is the value that those individual markets might be looking for? And then how do each of us communicate in the value proposition to that market in a very specific and unique way that's effective? And so once we've identified those target markets and get really, really clear on what that target market wants, what we now know is what to offer them. And that's going to be the offering or the product. So in the example of doctors, maybe that's working with the scanner to improve people's health, unless of course you're working with surgeons that are doing facelifts, in which case now we may be having an entirely different conversation. It's understanding that target market to know what the need is to be able to offer that target market. And that is where a lot of people will stop. Because how many new skin distributors are there in the world?
850,000.
850,000. So why is the stay-at-home mom or the doctor going to want to work with you out of 850,000 other people that all essentially do the same exact things that we do? And that is where having that identity and being clear on who you are in the marketplace, your brand in the marketplace, is going to create that position where they're working with you for the reason that you're very clear on, knowing the value that you bring to the table. Mm. And as such, having that clarity that you have put into in a commercial practice for your business or in a personal application in your family, whatever your red shirt is that we've all gotten, being able to communicate that such that you're attracting the type of people that you're going to be able to partner with and mutually fulfill expectations and create with, and you're not going to be spending your time with people that are not a match or not aligned with who you are for. And so in that, getting really clear and getting really focused based on the clarity of your red shirt, your own positioning, how that works in the marketplace. And then for the relationships that you have, your circles of influence, the people that you have credibility with, teaching and training them to pre-qualify and pre-sell you in what we're going to call channels or circles of influence. And when that happens...
Can you say that again? You said after positioning identity, the people that are in your...
The people that are in your circles of influence or in your life, that could be people that are on your team that you're working together with in your downline. That could be people in your other business, like real estate. If they know who you are in the world, for example, that you are about helping people find freedom, and the real estate agents that know you in your classes, and the people that are in your family that have relationships with other people in your family, as they start talking in reference to your red shirt, your identity about being that freedom pathfinder for people, they know that if that means real estate, that they can come to you for that. They know that if that means liberty in their lives through a business and an opportunity, they can come to you for that. Coaching, they can come to you for that because you're about helping people find that freedom and liberty. So as your channels or your relationships that you have are out telling that story of you, what that means is that you're going to be pre-sold and you're going to be pre-qualified in the market where people are gonna wanna meet you and be able to interact with you based on the value that you bring, your clarity of your identity. Whereas here, you're sifting and sorting through numbers that are blank faces and blank walls. And so, in taking the action, using the revenue framework and having it be specific, focused action that's purposeful, that's intentional, that's in alignment with who you are, it means that the results or the numbers, the actual volume that we're creating in our businesses, statistically is gonna go up by 70% using this method purposefully as opposed to this method, which is about a lot of action just randomly taken.
So what's the, you gave specific numbers for sales of 100, 10, 3, 1, and then what is it more like for here?
70% better result.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be